Gemini, hello. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. We're going to get right into your reading. We're going to start off with the Native Spirit Oracle to begin your reading. This message is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Gemini. Keep in mind these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to build a story. If it's not resonating for you, check with your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, or any of the other zodiac that may stand out to you. Let's get into it. Let's stop beating around the bush. I'm not sure what's coming through for me already, Gemini. I'm picking up on a lot. You may be hesitant on something. Let's see what's going on with you. The message for Gemini. Medicine Eagle wanted to slide on out, so we're going to take that. We're going to shuffle and see if anything else wants to come through as well. Anything else for Gemini? Thank you. Spirit of Water. Okay. So we're going to start off with the Medicine Eagle. Profound connection to the Creator and the heavenly realm. As the eagle soars high above the earth, it has the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Courage and stamina are filling your life. You have the ferocity to right injustice and wrongs done to you or others. This is a time to face fears and overcome it. Your native spirit wants you to know, if the Medicine Eagle card has chosen you, you are at an advent of the opportunity to truly see life from a rarefied vantage point. Eagles are considered one of the most sacred of all birds in many tribes and cultures. Their single-minded fierceness, dynamic energy, and ability to soar high are part of the reason for this. This card reminds you to take heart and face fear. You do indeed have the strength to overcome any adversity. You also have a direct line to the Creator. Your prayers are heard and will be answered in accordance with your highest good. You have the capacity to channel extraordinary life force energy through your hands. Oh, Gemini, a healer maybe as well, or just working with your hands. Maybe you have a special skill or something. But this is definitely a highly charged time. As of today, when I'm doing this reading, July 26th, we have opened up the door, the gate to the Lion's Gate energy, which is big, massive, and it is really connecting us closer to our true spirit. We'll just get into that. I might just do a whole another video because it's a lot to talk about the Lion's Gate energy, but we are in some profound energetic time right now. Let's see what the Spirit of Water says for you. I'm sure this is talking about your emotions. Trust your intuition. Know that you're on the right path. Take time to nurture yourself. Allow your inner child free rein. Believe in your dreams. Don't stifle your emotions. Trust the messages they're giving you. Purify and cleanse yourself and your home. Healing is on its way. Emotional healing energy is expanding within you. Your native spirit wants you to know the Spirit of Water invites an emotional richness into your life. Communicate from your heart. Embrace your childlike wonder. This card also represents purification, cleansing, and healing. It reminds you to clean out your personal space and your body. It also urges you to accept and embrace your emotions, all of them, even the ones that you don't usually like. Additionally, trust your hunches. Push off from the shore of safety and enter the flow of life. All is well. So Gemini, what I'm picking up, excuse me, what I've been picking up since I started the camera, excuse me, was that you may have been hesitant before. You may still be in a period of I'm not so sure, but these two cards are telling me that you have this deep, profound connection to Creator, to source energy, to your soul, spirit, all of that. And there's a lot of creative energy flowing through you, healing energy flowing through you, trying to ignite a fire of passion within you to make the great changes that you know you want to make, you desire to make in your life, and go for it. Go for it, Gemini. Let's see what else comes through for you. This is a time where we're kind of going transitioning from one phase, one version of ourselves to the next. You may have had a taste of this version of you in the past, but then shut it down. So it's beginning to open up again, and Spirit is asking you to embrace it this time. Trust what you're feeling. Loneliness, first card out. I know I'm never alone. So you may have gone through a period where you just felt all alone on your journey. Even if you have people around you, not connecting fully to them, because maybe you've had a certain guard up or not trusting, guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So releasing any guilt, any shame, any beliefs, self-defeating beliefs about yourself, about your journey, about life, about others. You may have judged others or judged yourself. Death. Ooh. Happiness on the bottom. Overall messages. When you're feeling happy and joyful, you know you're on the right path. When your focus is at something that makes you feel good and lights up, you're focusing in the right direction. Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So you are going through some death process, a death of an old version of you, a death of a part of your ego that had kept you contained and maybe possibly rigid. There could be some guilt involved there because some realizations, self-realizations. This is a part of self-actualization, self-realization. Let's dive a little deeper into that for you. What else do we have for Gemini? Talk about loneliness here. I know that I'm never alone. On the floor. Crown chakra. Aha. The crown chakra, the top of the head. I understand. I understand now. I understand now why I've been so alone, or I felt so alone. You may have felt like you had to shelter yourself, or shelter yourself from the world or others. Maybe you were feeling very vulnerable and energetically sensitive and didn't know how to handle the energy. And then we put on a mask or a shield or a facade when we do have to interact with others and go out into the world, but we're actually not engaged truly. And so we still feel alone, even when we are engaging with others. We're not engaging intimately, but there's some deep understandings about this now. Remembering. There could be some childhood trauma or past trauma that's involved in that, but whatever it is, you are realizing memories of love. Oh, came out with guilt. So there are some feelings of guilt of maybe how you have mistreated a situation or mistreated others that you actually truly do have deep love for in your heart. Maybe you just didn't give them your time and your energy because you were feeling so vulnerable or so rigid. I keep hearing rigid. Like, but understanding that, like, you got to live life, right? What if today's the last day of your life and you look back and it's like, I didn't live life. I didn't engage. I didn't form intimate connections with people. I didn't choose life. Because why? Well, release that, but have a deeper understanding as to why, so we don't fall back into those older patterns. So you are having memories of love come back up for you. Memories of the past. Ooh, balance with death. So as you're going through a change and something is ending, an old version of you, an old story, something else new or is opening up, and this is because there's a balance that's happening within you. As within, so without. So when the balance happens within you, suddenly your life begins to balance out. Your connections with others begins to balance out. And look at that, bottom of the deck, passion ignited. And suddenly you're feeling the fire of like, I gotta live. I gotta live, I need to connect. I'm ready to create the life that I desire. You're getting in touch with your desires. Standing your ground against that rigid side of you. Maybe the judgmental side of you. Beautiful. We're going to get the big guns out here now. I had these out for a personal reading earlier. And if you are interested in a personal reading, Gemini, I am open for personal readings. You can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. That information is in the description box below the video. I'm feeling really good. I feel like your heart chakra's like becoming more balanced and open. And when our heart is open, we suddenly start to feel the passion and love for life again. So you may have gone through a period of loneliness and isolation to really work through some of your deeper traumas and just things that needed to be cleared out or experienced, and then realized, I don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want to live like that anymore. It doesn't feel good to be disconnected from life and disconnected from myself and disconnected from others. It feels very lonely and dense. Just living the mundane life over and over again. Reflection. Coming through the crown chakra. Just what I said. They're even saying, I don't even have to say it anymore. You're reflecting on all of this right now as to why you felt so lonely and how that you don't want to. Sometimes we have to really live, experience certain things that we truly are not to know who we truly are. Gemini, you are like full of fun and bubbly and laughter, and yeah, you can understand the duality of life, but you don't have to engage in the. It seems like you kind of like went to the dark side for a bit. Not the dark side, but the dark side of yourself. Yeah, 7 of chalices. It's been a long and winding road for you. Emotionally, you're like happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. This is just the spiral of life and emotions. This also has to do with our choices and decisions that we've made in life based off of how we were feeling at the time, right? That fell in line with guilt. So there may have been choices and decisions, words, actions that you've taken when you were not feeling so good about yourself or about life. And so that's coming back up to a realization. And, but you're also remembering that there is deep love. And there's deep love for you too, Gemini. All is not lost. Make this the first day of the rest of your life. That's how I like to look at it. Okay, 4 of crystals, ascension. Wow. Death, balance, and ascension. You are ascending to a new vibration, a new perception, a new way of seeing life, a new way of seeing yourself, a new way of being. You may be really starting to feel a lot in your heart chakra as well. And the 4 of crystals speaks of coming back home to yourself, feeling at home within yourself. 6 of chalices, again, memories of love below that. So there could be someone specific. There's reason below that. And alchemy. Oh my gosh, look at all these major arcanas. Master of chalices. So you went through an emotional roller coaster, Gemini, recently, or you're going through it. And it is really just stripping away everything that is not you, what does not feel right to you anymore. And we do have to go through that dark night of the soul to really understand who we truly are and where we truly want to be, and how we want to perceive ourselves and our lives. The mind can run the show. And so we have to have an understanding of what the inner workings of our minds and how we've been programmed and conditioned to believe certain things. It's a wild ride, but it looks like you're coming at the other side, and I'm so grateful to hear this for you, Gemini. Let's get you some advice or your final message from the Oracle of the 7 energies. Understanding what is truly important and what you truly desire for yourself in life, who you truly desire to be and who you truly desire to be with, how you truly desire to perceive yourself and life. And it all comes down to what feels good, what brings you that happiness. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right track, on the right path. There's a lot of healing here, and this is a beautiful reading for you, Gemini. I love this. So this Lionsgate energy that we are in now, and it has to do with the star Sirius coming closer and closer to Earth. And by 8/8, it will be in alignment. It's Sirius is within the Orion's belt. It will be perfectly in alignment with the pyramids of Giza. There's a whole story about it, and the Egyptians knew that at this time the rains would come, and it would the Nile River would flood or raise, and they would have their water and their abundance for their crops and food and whatnot. And it was a time of receiving. Funny enough, where I live, yesterday we had a flood. We had great rains that came. So actually around yesterday was the time that this gate began to open. And we'll have this energy. It will peak on the 8th and then close on the 12th of August. Birds of a feather. Love this card. So you're realizing we have memories of love twice, or just, yeah, there are people that you know are meant to be in your life. You're meant to have deeper connections with here. And if you're not sure yet, you're going to be attracting them to you because your heart is now open. Have you ever wondered how people naturally gravitate to one another and discover a surprising intimacy and connection? There is a kind of magnetic energy, like an invisible ray of light, that gently pulls people together to form something beautiful that can be shared. As in the saying, birds of a feather flock together, it comes from an instinctual need for belonging, we might say. We need community to survive, to thrive, and grow. We humans are social creatures, after all. None of us are meant to be alone. The concept of belonging is playing an important role in your life currently. Perhaps you recently found yourself in a group where you knew you were in the right place. Trust those strands of connections, for now is the time to thrive in the community. What you will find is a deeper and more expansive way of looking at the world by barring yourself to others and sharing ideas, hopes, and dreams. However long you stay here in this journey of becoming who you're meant to be, connecting to community and participating in fellowship is the best thing for you right now. You will flourish as a part of a network of like-minded and like-hearted people. Stick to what feels good and resonates with your heart as true. When you understand the value of this community, you will discover everything you're hoping for and much more than you're expecting. Wow. I love this reading for you, Gemini. You're really coming out of your shell, coming out of a dark period, and you're going to be connecting or reconnecting with your soul family. So I hope that you found this helpful for you. I'm sending you out so much love. Take care, Gemini. Bye.